Hello, how are you? I hope you're good. Today is just a probably fairly short video of me just showing you the new layout of the shelves. I've recently, well, for Christmas, I ordered myself 2 new additions to my bookshelf. So one is that one, and then there's a half shelf at the end of these. So I'm kind of doing another bookshelf tour. I love doing these because I want to look back and see how the shelves kind of change throughout the year, so it's always fun for me and you guys seem to like it as well. I'm not going to be pulling individual books out because I feel like it's kind of unnecessary, and I never really enjoyed that in a bookshelf tour because it just seems a bit tedious. It's just my personal preference. So I'm just gonna kind of read them out, but you can see the spines and how the layout kind of looks like. So if you know, I had rainbow shelves. I still have rainbow shelves, but I had the middle row to be only Harry Potter shelves. I've changed that now because I want some more book space, and it just looked too cramped, and it didn't work anymore because there's more stuff and whatnot. But I did still have a lot of magical items kind of scattered around the shelves. I will obviously show you what I mean, and there's one shelf that is still pretty much just Harry Potter's. But I also, again, have that whole additional side unit, so I'll walk you through that one. And I obviously always had the fairy lights on the shelves, but the side shelf does not have them just yet because I need to work out the whole way of like how to add them. And I might never do. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, well, it shouldn't. If you're wondering, the bookshelves are just the Billy ones from IKEA, and the other one is also from IKEA. I cannot remember the name now. I think that's all the intro this kind of needs, and let's go into the tour. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so to start with the very top shelf, I'm not gonna pull the books out, I'm just gonna show you, but I have a lot of basically black to dark books right here and a couple of plants. So I'm just gonna show you. So first of all, I have the Avatar comics and the Mass Effect comics and a couple of one boxes there. My fake hanging plant. Behind that there's a Stephen Hawking book, then Secret of the Universe Symbols book, From Hell graphic novel, Throne of Glass series, Ace of Shades, Fury Born, Children of Blood and Bone, Harry Potter, the one we don't speak about, Romanov, The Unbecoming of Maya Dyer, Strange the Tempest, Good Luck Girls. Then I have my plant that has to hide here because Zeus eats it otherwise, so this is the only place it can be, which is actually a nice home. I really need to water it again. Fire and Heist, Empress of 1,000 Sky, The Girl in the Tower, Contagion, Sawkill Girls, Storm Crow, The Hand, the Eye and the Heart, The Bear and the Nightingale, The Martian, The Exact Opposite of Okay, Packing for Mars, The Extinction Trials, The Wicked and the Damned, Torch Against the Night, Court of Frost and Starlight, Daughter of Nri, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, The Universe Next Door, Night Circus, another Throne of Glass book because it doesn't match the other ones, The Name of the Wind and the Wise Man's Fear, then the ACOTAR series, The Fractured Man, oh my god, my hands, Shiver of Snow and Sky, Elusive, and a little book called Some. Then I have my old Book in a Jar. If you guys remember Book in a Jar, comment saying I remember Book in a Jar because those were the days, man. Then I have a little tin there behind this plant that has all my like magnetic bookmarks. We're not gonna talk about this. I still have not painted it over. Then I have this gifted box that one of you guys sent that has your amazing replica of the Hermione's bag and another of these plants. Oh my god, my hands. That was hard, but we're coming now to the white shelf. Or line, I suppose. So I have the finale books right here, and then I also have the Nevernight series, and they go like kind of all there. Then I have Warcraft, The Secret Lives of Color, Stephen Hawking's book, Tokyo Ghoul, The Sellout, The Bone House Curse So Dark and Lonely, Even the Darkest of Stars, Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Kingdom of Ash, which is kind of like below that again because a different format, and the Raven Cycle goes all the way there as well. So that is the first shelf. Then I have this one. This side we have Rising, Renegades, Steelheart, Self-Care for Cats, then the Mistborn series. So this is all of the books that are out at the moment. First trilogy and the second one. Then I have my cactus plant that is just not doing that great, but it's super cold here now, so I'm thinking, I don't know. And then Zeus also, oh no, that one looks fine. What happened? Ugh. Oh my god. They're all just falling out. Oh my god. I don't understand. So you just witnessed the death of a plant. It's okay, I'll try and salvage it. Winterwood, Everything, the 13 Visions of the Future from China, which I really want to read, and I keep forgetting that I want to read it. We have Novecento, we have the Invasion, and then we have a lot of Schwab stuff here. So there's actually the Dark Shade of Magic series behind this, and also the Dark Duet and Savage Song. Moving over into this one. Ooh, wait. Ta-da! Well, when it's dark it's cooler. Maybe I'll show you the shelves when they're dark as well. So we have Illidan, the Wisdom of Psychopaths, Poppy War, Nod, and then we have the Stormlight Archive. The two other books are currently with Logan because he's reading them, but when they're here the moon does not fit on top, which is very sad, but it does look like that one because they're kind of matchy-matchy, so I like that. Then we have the Cruel Prince, Defy the Stars, not Invasion. Invictus, Uprooted, the Black Obelisk, Maledictions, and the Annihilation, which is fine like this actually. That's how that one looks like. And over here we have The Silent Patient, the more or less definitive guide to self-care, Girl Interrupted, Little Tyrion book, The Merciful Crow, and Orange manga is right there, and these things are Game of Thrones books. And I also have these envelopes because from like Harry Potter props, you'll see them scattered all over basically. That is because like it kind of matches the scheme of the colors. Next up, this shelf. So we're going into kind of like nudie colors. We have the Blade itself, some Attack on Titan volumes, Doomsday Book, Foundation, What If It's Us, The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings set, that's box set. Then this is obviously the Daily Prophet copy. It's supposed to be this way, but it keeps falling off when it is. There we go. Then I have a Rememberall, was standing here like that, but the cats started knocking it over. I have a little slip that says G here from the Triwizard tournament, obviously, when I was participating. Then behind here is if I need to flee at some point. I have Flue Powder and a Time Turn, and I think with those two I'll be just fine. And a little egg replica there as well. I used some blue tack. I need to get another bit of blue tack to actually pop this in here so it stands. But this is currently how it looks like, and behind there is the Name of the Wind map. Speaking of, there's the Name of the Wind. This particular book is just a fake book that when you open it lights up. This is a journal you guys sent to me with a lot of like journal entries from you guys, which is really sweet. There was a Career guidebook that one of you guys also sent to me. Then we have Dark Age, and hidden there is also my diploma from last year's nudes. So I actually really like that shelf. It's kind of nice. There's a lot of hidden things, and especially like the getaway bits that are there. Okay, moving along, we have this shelf. So on this side, we have The Priory of the Orange Tree, The Early Riser, Three Dark Crowns, 2 books from there. The other ones don't match the cover with spine, which is annoying. The 2 Harry Potter books. I know there's, I think, a third one out now as well, but I just haven't gotten it yet. The little music book. book box. Oh, it's hard to do it one-handed. That we got from Litjoy Crate. Then Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Illuminae, and When Dimple Met Rishi. Then we have this super awesome chest piece, a little pouch with Gringotts coins, and the Gryffindor jug with all of the wands that are either a bit different or too big to fit in the stand, or just ran out of space and I just put it there. So there's a lot of wands here. And then I have Crucial Conversations on this side, and that is this shelf. Moving along, we have another red one. Well, that one was like orange to red, and this is a full-on red. So we have a little howler and a philosopher's stone here, but on the for the actual books here, we have from top to bottom Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, City of Ghosts, Red Rising, The Wrath and the Dawn, Spark, The Mortal Coil, Heart's Stream, yeah, Slaughterhouse, and Brave New World, and the one that has the sprayed edges is the Spellslinger. It just fit better because the actual spine has like a lot of white with red and stands out too much in the white shelves but doesn't stand out enough in the red ones, so I flipped it about. Okay, next up we have Muse of Nightmares, Shadow of the Fox, the Sherlock Holmes collection, Eight Will Fall, Spectacle, this, oh my god, this amazing Defense Against the Dark Arts replica will always be facing forward, the Battle Royale, Scythe, and Nevermore. Now onto the little shelf, we have Crown of the Feathers, or Feathers, a couple of bath stuff that fell over. I was moving the shelf a bit yesterday. So it's like bath salts, but also I really like how they look like. And we have all them Six of Crows. So we have the Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom normal editions with the sprayed edges. And this amazing foiled edition that you guys gifted to me really recently. I absolutely love it. Oh, how shiny. So that's that one. Okay, onto the pink shelf. So we have Luna's Spectosprex on the top, the Dark Scent of Elizabeth Frankenstein, the scent, not scent, Outwalkers, Red, White, and Royal Blue. We have a little Pygmy Puff with her cage, but we're not gonna keep her in the cage. We have Winter Girls, The Sun is Also a Star, the Memory Book. We have some toffees. We have a Honeydew sign that you guys sent me as well. Then I have this Honeydukes kind of box that I put some pins that don't go on the pin flags just yet. And it is, as you can see, open, so I need to really sort through it. The Unexpected Everything. We have Thug, and this one is Girls of Paper and Fire. Next up, we have our purple shelf. Here, this book is a very special book. It's of mine and my friends when we were little and when we were like writing nonsense stories, and it is my turn to have it. We kind of like give it to one another from time to time. Autobiography, Every Moment After, Honor Amongst Thieves, Wicked As You Wish, The Wicked Fox. It's funny because they're similar names. Then in the background there, if you'll see, I have the Chocolate Frog cards. So we have Snape, McGonagall, Victor Crumb, Godric Gryffindor, Helga Hufflepuff, and Lupin. Some of them are from the boxes just printed, and some of them are the holographic ones from the card. Do they even follow us? I don't know. Below that I have the Umbridge plates, which I think are hilarious. Then I have my ceramic chocolate frog dish and a ministry message letter, some night bus tickets on a tiny plate, and another one there. I don't know why it's there. It was supposed to be on the plate. There we go. Then on top here I have the paper of the chocolate frog. So this is just how you get it when you like buy the chocolate frog in the studios or wherever you buy it. Then we have Viper, 2 Harry Potter books, My Lady Jane and My Plain Jane, and Aurora Rising there on the side. And a little, what I assume are like M&Ms in the little jar that says Skiving Snack Box Puking Pasties from Weasley's shop, which I think is really cute, and it kind of fit the theme here. So there we have it. On to the purple / going blue shelf. This is how that looks like. Howl's Moving Castle, 4 Dead Queens, which is kind of more red than purple, but anyway. Actually it is. Let's move it somewhere here. Oop. Much better, although there's not much space there now because I tried to keep it fairly airy so it's not hard later. It's fine. The Fantastic Beast screenplay, Hazelwood, Soul to the Sea, Record of a Spaceborne Few, then The Starless Sea, which will stand a bit more in the middle, is just the dust jacket because this is my current read at the moment. We have Strange the Dreamer, Nocturna, another 2 Harry Potter books, Gemina, Die Both Die at the End, and The Queen of Nothing. And on top of this, in the corner, we have the Fleurs Triwizard Tournament slip, just for a touch of magic. Moving on to this. From top we have The Lovely Bones, this Bone Season, One Dark Throne, Quidditch Through the Ages, all of the Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy books, The Girl Who Drank the Moon, Shadow Me, Wicked Deep, Cinder, and World Mythology little book. Then we have this little bottle, which is like the Yule Ball pumpkin juice bottle. Then we have Fallen Kingdoms, the Ninth House, and a little newt book. Moving on to this one. So this is like blue to green. And an absolutely remarkable thing. Recursion, Truly Devious, Deep Light, Neanderthal Opens the Door to the Universe, We Hunt the Flame, Crier's War, Sorcery of Thorns, the Genevieve Deception. I hope you get this message. We Are the Ants, Rogue Collection Stories, Reaper of the Gates, The Wicked King, The Modern Witch's Guide to Happiness, Under a Dancing Star, Paperweight, Cuckoo's Calling, The Air Affair, and The Golem of the Genie. Then we move to the only shelf here that is purely decorative and Harry Pottery. This is my potions shelf. Actually, so I kind of lifted it a little bit because I needed 2 kind of levels, so those are actually some Game of Thrones books as well there, that I put parchment over so it doesn't like have the covers kind of poking through. I have my tea jars in the background, which I peeled the labels and put the teas in, and those jars are from IKEA. I saw a lot of people do that after I did it as well, so feel free. It looks really cool, I think, and it's very, very easy DIY. I have all of these little potions, some sent, some gotten in the box. I have the bezoar here in case I get truly poisoned by something, which is really cool. And I also have Felix Felicis, a couple of them actually, and the potions, the advanced potion making replica book, which is so amazing, again by the same guy that made the Defense Against the Dark Arts. I don't know if he's still making them or not. It's called Alarm 18 on Instagram if you want to find him, and there's a little notebook of the potion making behind it as well because I can't force myself to write anything in it. But this is the potion shelf. This is not a potion tour, but hopefully you see some of them as we go here. Then we smoothly move to the green. Ooh, I really like the shelf. Okay, so we have Eliza and Her Monsters, Alex in Wonderland, Thunderhead, The Humans, it's kind of a funny story, Fangirl, The Other Side of Lost, Brain on Fire, The Kiss of Deception, Fragile Things. The green one here is called The Rebel Waves. Then we have 2 copies of The Queen of Nothing in the Fairy Loot edition. We have a fake plant there that says Herbology, and then we have this. That's also a recent gift from you guys, and this has like all of the Neville Longbottom stuff. I also put this little cactus thing. Oh, I forgot its name. You know which one it is. And a little mandragora here, as well as some other things I already wear here. And I opened this, and I just think it looks so great, especially with all of the details of Herbology and also the candy wrapper from Neville. Oh my god, okay. So I really like this little bit here, and obviously the stars don't you know, black and gold. Everything is just, I love it. So this shelf is all sorts of fancy. I couldn't really find a place for this to show properly, but I kind of don't mind. Like, I just kind of know that it's there. I might lift it up actually and like blue tack it there, but it's my own home print, you know, the foil one. I will be restocking it at some point soonish. Okay, let me get it out for you. But you might have seen it already in my vlogs, but this is the print me and Logan worked on. It says home. It has Hogwarts and our style and a sky, and it's so foily. It's very hard to show on camera, but it's very foily. Oh, I love it. So I might just like lift it up and put it like a bit higher. But we also have another little cauldron mug thing with 2 feathers. That box there usually has the time turner, but now because I wear it kind of often, I just keep it elsewhere. Then we have 2 lockets. One is the official version right here, and the other one is a replica. Then we also have this dagger that Bellatrix threw at Dobby, and a little note there, the RAB note. And for the books we have the Name of the Wind and also the binding. Next up we have 3 World of Warcraft books in there. The City of Brass, Ink, Golden Sun, Shadow Sand, Norse Mythology, Circe, An Enchantment of Ravens, Story of Your Life, The Psychopath Test, The Sculptor, and Timekeeper. I got 2 of my feathers here that constantly kind of move because cats. Then the Mad-Eye Moody's eye right there, looking at all of the potions, again from the same awesome person that sent all the other boxes. Oh, I just love it. It's so cool. They didn't really fit properly on the potion shelf, and I felt like they wouldn't have the attention they deserve, so I just dedicated its own little space. And we also have a little black dragon there, and behind this there's a DA little notebook. So that's this shelf. Moving on, we have Spin the Dawn, Obsidio, and Ember in the Ashes. Again, the Name of the Wind and the Wise Man's Fear. And also the Lies of Loch Lamora is right here. This thing is Serpent and Dove. This one's actually called S, just S. Bring Me Their Hearts, Ready Player One, Snow Like Ashes, Ice Like Fire, Mirage, Wicca, Crystals, Red Sister, Ancillary Justice, A Big Ship at the Edge of the Universe, and another one called Crystals. Next shelf. You can see that the wands are back on the bookshelves, which is really nice. They temporarily, for like half a year, stood on above the fireplace. Anyway, then we have Every Heart a Doorway, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, Starsight, and Skyward, just behind it. Empire of Silence, and then we have the wands and the stand. If you're wondering about the stand, it is a very easy DIY stand. I made a video on it. It's very cheap alternative to the stands that you can buy. I will link it down below. It's very old, but it's nonetheless the same. It doesn't change anything, so I'm gonna link it there if you want to make one for yourself. On to the next shorter one, and is this like heavy Harry Potter books shelf with a little niffler on top until it doesn't fit when I keep getting more of these illustrated editions. This bottom shelf is all for D&D, so it's technically like kind of more Logan's shelf than mine, but we have our party's like player boxes, his DM Scream, unrelated little figurine here, our like paper DIY bits for like battles and stuff, and some D&D campaigns and guidebooks and whatnot. Next up is this cat toy. No. We have this little stack of books, and then the rest are manga. So the Little Book of Astrology, Adrift, The Loneliest Girl in the Universe, A Close Uncommon Orbit, The Longest Way to a Small Angry Planet, The Long Way, Wind Witch, and Truth Witch. Then we have the 2 volumes of The Heartstopper, two tomes, I suppose, of Death Note, All You Need Is Kill, A Wrinkle in Time, Witch, I Hear the Sunspot, 2 volumes of those, 3 tomes of Full Metal Alchemist, volume 1 of Your Name, volumes 8 and 9 of One Punch Man, and 2 volumes of Dead Man Wonderland. Then I have all of these comics, so those are the series. So we have this like paper series, I don't even remember the name. Death Sentence, we got it at a Comic-Con. Then we have Lock and Key, some Game of Thrones ones, 3 volumes of Monstrous, 3 volumes of Rat Queens, 4 volumes I think of Charmed, 6 volumes of Fairest, 9 volumes of Saga, 6 volumes of Descender, T-Dragon Society, and Y the Last Man, 4 volumes. Then there is the Albus Dumbledore print that I love so much that I just decided to keep there for now. And these are the comics that I'm about to kind of start. So it's Ascender, Lady Mechanica. Well, it's volume 2 and 3 of Lady Mechanica because I've already started the first one. So those I read. Other than, I think some of these I don't remember now, but those are the ones to read. And the very last small shelf is comics or graphic novels that are kind of like more standalone or just more graphic novel-ish, other than the Adventure Zone I see now. Or just the things that I have one of. I don't know why the Adventure Zone is there. Probably because the size differed and I liked how the way that one looked like. So we have The Killing Joke, Watchmen, Deadpool, Hags Slash, I don't know, Kill Shakespeare, 1 volume of X-Men, Farscape, The Adventure Zone, we have Nimona, Wires and Nerves, What It Feels Like, so look a little book, Day Tripper, The Steel Prince, Paper Girls, Agscop, I Hate Fairyland, Low, The Faust Act, iZombie, and Mara, and also that Harry Potter glass counter. Okay, so moving along to another new little addition, which is this shelf. So let's go through the top because I'm so excited about it. But we have some fake plants and my Christmas present from myself and Logan because they're not cheap. Are these statement chest piece bookends. I know there's other bookends from Harry Potter, like the train, like the Hogwarts train, and like the Weasley ones, which I actually personally really don't like. But I just like these so much. They look so classy to me, at least. And I thought I would just include my very first, the original set of Harry Potter books. So actually the first 3, first of all, I borrowed from my friends. So it's not the first one that I read, but from 4th one to the last one, you'll notice I'm missing the 2nd one. I think it's just a lost cause. We missed the way, somehow it got lost when my parents moved. So I think I'll just reorder another one. Those are those are editions in my original language. I actually had 2 copies of these two, I can't remember. And I think that these are just the ones that like held up the best because I just kept rereading them. They're all like aged and I love them so much. And I thought they deserved to be on the top here. In between these, oh, I love them so much. Then I also moved the official replica, well, the tiny replica of the Mirror of Erised onto this as well because I put something else there with this other fake plant as well. So moving on to the actual shelves here, I have 2 that are kind of drawers because this flat has like 0 storage space, so I kind of needed to. So this one actually holds, I can't show you, but this one actually holds all the letters that you guys sent me, and like little gifts that can fit in here. I can't show you because there might be an address speaking, but also, and my tarot cards. So this is that drawer. So this is my currently reading or have read but not have spoken about it in my, what's it called? Oh my god, a wrap up. It's been so long since I filmed one though, I don't even remember how it's called. This is sort of like a TBR. So this is like a current reads or haven't spoken about in the video properly yet shelf. Then we have my, I suppose, TBR shelf. We have the 2 volumes of the Fairyloot Secret books. So obviously they're like hollow with like some stuff inside. Then I have this launch book, then the Witcher book, The Last Wish, and then A Heart So Fierce and Broken, which is the continuation to another book. And then I have put 4 of these notebooks. I don't know if forever or temporarily. I really love them. Those are from, do you hear the wind? It's ridiculous. From LitJoy. So it's like the potion making, 12 fail-safe ways to charm a witch, the Albus Dumbledore, like the secret, the life and lies of like, and this one. I really love them, and they look kind of like books, so I thought I'll keep them here for now. I don't know if it's always gonna be here. Depends how many books I'm gonna put in a TBR place, but I can always move this about. And then the rest of these shelves are actually kind of random. They just like, I mainly sorted them from the top shelf that are like the dark books, because I also had dark books here, so I needed to move them somewhere, and I mainly just moved them so they are mainly the same height. There's no organization here because I was also really tired, and I don't mind, so it's fine. But in this one we have House of Salt and Sorrows, Stolen Time, Scanny Deep, The Psychology of Time Travel, The Beholder, Lifelike, The Wicked King, and Onyx and Ivory. And this one we have The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, The Beautiful, Necromonic, The Sleeping Giants trilogy, The Last, that's it, The Last, and The 10,000 Doors of January. Then these are Beyond the Black Door, A River of Royal Blood, The Rise of Kiyoshi, Nemesis, The Call, Frost and Frost-like Night, Daughter of the Pirate King, and Roar. The Language of Thorns, Genesis, Obsidio, another copy of Nine House, and Heartless, with a little positivity jar. And this, my friends, oh my god, this is like barely moves, is a massive drawer full of candles. So, oh my god, it honestly barely moves because it's so heavy. And that's it. That's this shelf. I really like it. I really do. Probably will change that a bit, but I really like it. Well, and that was it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how you prefer to do your shelves, if you do have shelves. As I said, I kind of just like having these on my channel so I can see how it looked like throughout the years. Let me know which bit of the shelves was your favorite, I suppose. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. Stay awesome, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!